how do I respect myself? How do I respect myself? They have to do business deal with me. Oh, somebody else. Somebody else might want to see my nails. Check my teeth. I've been brushing my teeth because I know I do that fake smoking, but goes to show even fake smoking but they have to sign a contract where my product and whatever we agree on goes under my name and Social Security. So I show up in front of a husband, and the husband says, okay, I'm interested in the karma car. I've gone over it through my queen. I've gone over it with you, with your powers. I'm interested in this karma car. And I have a company as a husband, and I'll make the karma car. And if you can possess all my people in the company and make my karma car, or make the karma car, and I like the karma car, and I like the karma car, and I want to, have this karma car thing part of my company, then there will be a contract. And then they make a negotiation. So they say, well, I'll pay you blank percent. So that's when husbands are big and fancy company people, and they think they have to think about, well, it's your karma car, but I gotta do all the work. It's your karma car, but I gotta mass produce things all the time. It's your karma car with your powers, though, something I cannot get my hands on ever in any direction. See, and then so the husband says, well, based on the fact that the karma car has an engine that has never existed, technology that has never existed, I'm gonna be maybe wealthy and famous. But he might say, but I want to kind of test it out and make sure for sure. Or I want to go through my queen and talk to a God who has shown me the success of a product before it started and it ended up that successful. So they do all this fancy stuff, and then they'll tell you like a percentage or whatever. Then, like, as money comes in connected to your product that you help them make, meaning mine, then I would have whatever in the agreement of the contract. Now, in that contract agreement, the money would just pile up, right? Because the United States, I don't want you to have a penny. So I leave the money with the husband, and then I figure out with my armies, I figure out with the power inside my husband's that I can utilize how to get money and get things to myself, which I prefer anyway. I don't want to go to work, and I don't want to do anything the hard way. So it's so much better to possess a whole building full of people and mostly get a ton of money because I'm God with powers and I'm smart. And I just have to figure out with me and my 5 billion tons of powers and armies, and figure out how to use 5 billion tons of power through my husband's to just make the money give me what I want or do what I want. Knowing that 2 countries don't even want you to have a penny, but like that's just a matter of killing them forever and get them out of the way. And that's how I've decided to do things for now. So I'm doing this around the world. I am the biggest giant in existence. That babushka lady. So I showed up as the babushka lady. When I was the babushka lady, I had a cell phone, right? I had a cell phone before gods even knew what the hell a cell phone was. And you're like, but if there are matrix gods Aren't they like computer gods? So they'd be the experts at computers. No, Matrix gods do exist. So that movie, The Matrix, is not really very accurate. But you remember when that guy shows up and he's called the Source? Wait, the Source? Okay, you remember on the Matrix movie, and there's a guy, but it's just his face. So there's a Matrix movie, and on the Matrix movie, somebody's face is like a face, but it's like made out of 5 billion little computer robot things. So all these little computer robot things create his face or make his face look like a face. So in the beginning, this Matrix thing looks like a metal thing coming up from the ground or coming up to talk to that actor. I think they called him Neo on it. And then as it comes up, it's like a weird metal sunshine thing. Looks like a weird metal sun or something. And then all these little tiny robot things come out, and suddenly it looks like they have a face, and their face says, "What do you want?" And then it says like, "Don't lose" or something, and the guy's like, "I won't." That is what a Matrix god is like. They're very weird and creepy and scary, and they can do all these weird computery unlimited things, but they don't know how to exist in the physical existences. So a Matrix god can create out of control, amazing, scary, like a Matrix god can create the most amazing nightmare or amazing angelic, like a Matrix god can create right in front of you a scientific, robotic, formulated, spiritual, powerful thing that would just make you dumbfounded beyond words. But they don't know how to create a technology computer on a Earth physical planet. So when I showed up as the babushka lady with a cell phone, nobody had any idea what I was talking about. Not any god, not anybody. And I came here and brought technology here because I knew how to do something no god and no one knew how to do. So now I'm trying around the world to grab these worthy husbands, make whatever we can make that would always be better than anything they have down here. Just make sure I get the proper worship, love, and honor out of the whole thing that I deserve. And then all that money around the world should start to really help me. I just need, my armies and stuff and the death of these countries and stuff to all pile up enough that I can cater to myself through all that money. So I just need the husbands to let that money pile up. When the money piles up enough, all I need is like an attorney or something that'll do what I want with all the money. And make sure I'm the only one with all the legal rights and more. And all I need to do now is find a number one giant attorney. So I just need some legendary, scary giant that I prefer as a husband, because my bionic powers can do anything to anyone. You're not allowed to touch anything that's mine. So it becomes very easy and scary and fun. So I just need one attorney. I'm trying to find the most ideal, perfect husband and go from there. Because an attorney has all the legal rights. And even though the United States and Dubai are very gross and sick in the head, the attorney with legal rights are binding throughout all countries and binding through the gods. It's kind of a hard fight to fight. So even though the United States and Dubai are highly, sickeningly criminal, they're not stupid when they know they're not going to win. So when they know they're not going to win, they just kind of do whatever. The knockdown, drag out, fight to the death, fight beyond the death, I only want to do that by myself with my army. families. And whatever husband actually wants to sign up for the more massive side of life. So yeah, I'm talking to all the husbands around the world. I'm going to make all the products or service or whatever I can with the husbands around the world. And then I'm trying to get enough husbands to help these countries. And I'm so see, like, this is the most candid time of God ever known. I'm trying to start with what I've got and just keep building until everything is what I would want. And when you are God starting from zero, every which way, it is what it is. But I think it's going to be fun. The more candid the daddies, aka the husbands, are, the more fun it is for children of God to kind of watch the daddy husbands and figure out what they want to be. And the more candid I am as a God, the more maybe it gives different children of God a lot of ideas about what we should do or not do down here. So I'm just going to keep plugging away and I hope it works.